We're getting into boats safer.
Yeah, there's no like end.
Yo. How we doing? Happy Monday. How's life? Hi. Today, plan, new build, Frosted Winter Remastered. Test it, do a full playthrough. Hopefully, if all goes well, if this build doesn't require any more iterations in terms of, you know, crashes or anything else, then this will be the one that will go out to the beta testers, and hopefully they don't break it. But if they do, we'll go from there. But that's the plan. Is like that's the sort of pipeline. You'll build more voices. Sadly, the voices aren't in yet, and the reason for that is because I don't have all the recordings done. Tom, I was talking.
Hello, Ben. Happy anniversary, Cat KISS.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you for the 31 months. Because I love you, Tom, I'll let you off. But don't ever interrupt me again, okay? Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted. So, the reason why the voices aren't in yet, and they're still placeholders, is because I want to do them all at once. You know, like once they're all recorded. And we have about like 75% of them recorded so far. So they're about 3/4 of them are done and ready to be put in. But I want to wait until they're all done. And I don't suspect that adding the voices in, which is just swapping radio files, will cause any problems, you know, in terms of development, because we've already got the code in. All that's going to change is that we're just going to replace a file. Like, it doesn't change any code whatsoever. So I'm pretty sure, like with almost 100% certainty, that it's not going to cause any issues in terms of the build. So we can put them in last minute and it won't make a difference. Obviously we won't because that's silly, but we can put them in as late as needed, and it's not going to make any big difference. Whereas changing the code can potentially fuck things up, right? Yes. Anyway, let's move. Yo, Craner. Did you watch the MLB final? I've never watched a game of baseball in my entire life. I'm pretty sure MLB is baseball, right? Yeah, I'm British. We don't do baseball. Kind of silly thing is that? All right, let me window capture this, this. Boom. All right, let's move. So we're going to need to watch cutscenes eventually in terms of testing if the cutscene stuff has been fixed. But if you've already seen the cutscenes a million times, it's kind of boring. So instead, we're going to do the fun part, which is the skipping the cutscenes part and play through it, and look for the other stuff that should be fixed. And I will do the cutscene watching later. Because instead of doing like 2 full playthroughs, one with cutscenes and one without, that's not really necessary anymore. It would be way more optimal to do one with skipping cutscenes to test all the gameplay stuff, and then just do a build where I use like cheats or like a dev build to just smash through all the cutscenes, you know? Like just teleport everywhere, beat every objective, watch all the cutscenes. Problem solved. And then it only requires like 1.5 playthroughs of testing rather than 2 full playthroughs. New camera setup this week. Same. Might be a bit high, maybe. Is that better? I don't know. I don't really pay attention. It's funny, I was just watching a Liberty City zombie mod you played, and you then got kind of bored and you started streaming this. Well, Merry Christmas. Hopefully this doesn't bore you as much as that mod did. It bored me too, don't worry. Yo, Adam. Yo, Asmok. How we doing? I want to check this building as well to make sure the texture's fixed. It is. The textures were fucked in that at one point. Have you looked into the default splash screen being used instead of the island splashes? What do you mean, my? Default splash screen being used as the island splashes for what? Let me try to remember the cheat again. If I were a rich man. When you start missions, for example, the game uses a splash with the logo and the disclaimer at the bottom. Right, and you don't want it to be that way, or what? Because we can literally change it to anything. But by default, it's just the default splash screen because that's how it works in
What the hell were you?
Because that's how it works in vanilla. It doesn't use an island splash screen in vanilla. The audio could use a nudge up if possible. Sure. Oh yeah, it's on fucking like 1 for some reason. That might be better. Let me know. Thought the game would always use the island splash. No, it doesn't. Like, we haven't changed the code that dictates what's used, we've just replaced them. Like, we haven't told it to use a certain splash screen, we've just kept it pointing at the same place, but just replaced the files, so... Any vanilla behavior should be... Well, vanilla Frosted Winter behavior, at least. Should be included. Maybe the OG mod changed it, but I don't think it did. It works how vanilla works, I'm pretty sure. Got a question, what music will be featured? The music that will be featured is exactly the same as the original mod. We're not distributing any new music because that's very illegal. And I don't really fancy breaking the law. Hope the beta test participants should be the ones trusted for a long time by your community. They are. They're people that I know personally, other developers for other mods, or people that I've like known for a long time.
Ah, Joey, welcome back. Can always use an extra pair of hands if...
My binds are still not working. Hold on. I think I reset them. Yeah. Yeah, the sole reason is because if I just allowed like anyone to do it that I didn't trust, they could easily just leak it, right? And I don't want it to be leaked. Goes without saying, but like anybody who does leak this will be like fucking permabanned. But I don't expect that to be a problem because these people are people that I trust. Like, why would they just randomly leak it? You know? What is the beta build intended to be coming out for testers? Hoping this week, but it depends how these things go, Lime. Like, the whole point of this playthrough is to test this build that the testers will be playing to make sure that it's fully beatable with no major issues. Because if there is a major issue, then there's no point in giving it to the testers, because the testers will be, I can't progress because of this major issue, right? Does it include devs from LCO1, I mean the testers? Well, considering that one of the main devs is an LCO1 dev, yes. Like, we've already had LCO1 devs working on the project since day one, pretty much. Some things that we're using in this, like scripts, like the autosave script, for example, is written by somebody who is an LCO1 dev that nobody else has access to. It's only in LCO1 and this project, and maybe some others, but it's not like a public thing. Alright, cool. This softlock is fixed. I'm just remembering some softlocks that we had in the previous build, just testing them as I go. But yeah, there's a couple of ASIs and Clio scripts and stuff that have been like custom made and they're not public, and they're from the LCO1 guys. So they've been working like pretty parallel with us. Does the script make the autosave load in a safe house? No. It removes a big benefit of autosave if you have to drive back from the safe house every time. One of the benefits of autosave is that you can save wherever you want. Rather than having to get like warped across the map every time. Would take a certified shithead to leak it before it can get as good as it can. It would, but you know that if I did like public access, it would happen because there are just shitty people about, you know. Like my community, as much as I, you know, as much as I like to foster a non-shitty community, there are always going to be some dickheads like laying about that I'm not aware of, and then they get hold of it and then bang, you know. Like they would download it exclusively to leak it. Your Votas. Yeah, there's always going to be someone. Clearly the solution would have been to require government IDs. Yeah, true. So then if somebody leaks it, I can call the police and say, this person in another country leaked my mod. What are you going to do about it? You're going to kick their door down and beat the shit out of them. How exactly does the mod implement two different fonts? What do you mean, Super Blacklight? That's epic. Yo, Mana Stream, welcome. Your Cyrillic name I can't pronounce. Thank you, I'm glad you like them. I'm not entirely sure how that works, Super Blacklight, because I haven't changed any of it. That's like a default Frosted Winter thing. I'd assume it's some like hard-coded EXE crap. But you'd have to speak to somebody so more familiar with the back end of GTA 3 to get a proper answer. I was going to sign up to be a tester, but I'm a brain dead moron and would probably miss something somebody else wouldn't. Well, that's why I'm not just having one tester corrects, right? Is like, I want to get as many different skill levels as possible. I want to get everyone from like GTA gods to complete beginners who played the game once 10 years ago and haven't played it since, right? But then also at the same time, B, I want to make it so if there is a bug, it is far more likely if 10 people play the mission that at least one or more of them are gonna notice and report it, versus if I have one player who happens to not trigger the bug because they do something different, and then that somehow goes, you know, under the radar. Like, you know, the more people that play it, the better, because you're far more likely to find issues. Can I still sign up? Yeah. I've already got a lot of people in, so you're fairly late, but you can still sign up, yeah. How does one sign up to test it? In both my Discord and the GTA speedrunning Discord, there's a announcement in there, and you just need to react to the message to get put into a list. We've got like 70 people who have applied so far, which is very cool. That's not numbers I was expecting. obviously, not everyone who reacts is going to get in. Like, I put that in the message, but I'll be very clear. Like, you know, as I say, if I just gave it to everyone who reacted, it would get leaked very quickly, and it wouldn't be a very productive thing. Like, it is people who I trust won't leak it, people that I'm familiar with, that will get priority. But yeah, like, the full release is likely going to be in a matter of weeks at this point. We might even end up moving the release earlier than expected, like before Christmas, because of LCO1 and Bully Online dropping as well. Like, we might even release it by the end of the month. I don't know, like, dev is going really well. Like, if this build doesn't have any issues, the beta testers don't find anything major that completely fucks up the game that we need to fix, you know, like no really bad issues, and I can get the voice line recordings done, we can release it in like the next couple of weeks. I'm not gonna, again, set a date because it completely depends on external factors at this point. Like, I've tested it as much as I can, but I need other people to play it to find stuff. I won't link it, but I'd like to keep the beta builds in my personal archive because I'm a geek like that. You're welcome to do that. Anybody who gets access to the beta, once the mod has released, you are welcome to release all the beta builds you want. Leak whatever you want, I don't care. The only thing that I don't want is for the beta to be leaked as a public release and people to think that my broken mod is broken and I've released it that way. And for people to not get to see the true vision, right? But as soon as the public release is done, I don't give a shit what people do with the beta builds. You can leak them as much as you like at that point. Your demo. What, the Bully Online mod get taken down if it's paywalled? I would be very surprised. They've already gone back on the whole paid early access thing. If they were sticking to paid early access, I would have been very surprised if it didn't get nuked. But let's assume that it releases. LCO1 and Bully Online releasing in December is like a Silk Song level fucking bomb zone that I want to avoid. So the two choices are to either, you know, pull our socks up a bit and try and release it before December, so that people have a month to play it before those things come out, or release it after, like in January, which would be kind of shit. I don't like that. I'd rather release it earlier, as long as it's ready. Like, I don't see the point on sitting on the mod for a month if it's ready. But I'm also not going to release it unfinished. Has anyone even finished translating this? Yeah, we've got, I want to say like 6 translations in so far that have been fully written, fully peer-reviewed. Like, ready to be in the game. People have been very quick. And again, with that, like, that's just like an optional extra. Like, even if nobody had finished, I'm not going to wait for that before I release. Does that include Polish? I haven't got the Polish one back yet. No. Okay. Remember to go to the Yakuza this time, but... Which languages? The Bangla one is fully done. I remember. That one is fully done. The French one is fully done. What else? Super Black White sent the Russian one to me, but it still needs to be peer-reviewed. Bengali heads unite, yeah. The German one is almost done. The Italian one is almost done. What else? I don't remember whichever ones I was looking for as well. It's fine, Dosamp, don't worry. I think the Urdu one is done as well. Yeah, there's a lot of good progress though. But as I say, if those don't get done, then like it's not a big deal. It's not gonna stop the release. Even if I have no translations, I'm still releasing because it's just a bonus. We can add those in whenever. Ever played GTA Russia mod? You'd have to be more specific. There's about 18 different GTA Russia mods. I'd be up for doing a JP translation if not for the Latin alphabet limitation. That's the thing. I've had a lot of people that have asked and would be willing to do translations for various non-Latin alphabets, but they don't work without it, Omega. Like, you know, it would need to be a non-Latin translation, but GTA 3 is awkward with that. Like, I'm hoping that I can get other stuff in, but again, I can't control what I can't control. Like, GTA 3 is just kind of shit when it comes to that stuff. A lot of it is hard-coded crap. I did play GTA Criminal Russia, yeah. Guess a Finnish translation would be a decent meme too. I'm pretty sure the... what the fuck am I doing? Just jump over this. Pretty sure all the, like, Nordic alphabets are all included. I don't remember what Finnish uses, but, at least, like, Swedish would be doable, because it has, like, or, same with Norwegian. It has, like, all those in. Right, back. Share the same alphabet, then yeah, it'd be fine. Yeah. Yeah, another DW for supporting non-Latin characters. Maybe I should sack off this whole mod and rebuild it inside DE. Delete all the source files, start anew. That's what I'm saying. It's the only logical move. The world's first DE total conversion. Can you imagine? This is still AI voices. You said you were... I think it was Tolio you said you were. Name in Cyrillic. Yes. Currently still placeholders. Plan is to test this build, assuming it's all good, get it out to the testers. I'll work on the audio in the meantime. Tester build comes back, hopefully somewhat functional. Put the voices in, finish any polish, bang, public release. Good luck sounds like a lot of work still to go. It's a lot of work, but for the testers and not for me. That's the best part. Is there's still a lot to be done, but most of it isn't from me. I've done all the hard work now. I've spent enough hours in Visual Studio Code at this point. I've had enough. It's time for me to put my feet up and let everybody else do some work. Regarding feedback from testers, how will you gather it? Do a form that testers fill in, ask for Word documents with feedback, etc. The current plan is, I've never done anything like this before, so I don't know what the best solution is. But I am going to, there's a channel that is dedicated for the testers to talk in, and they'll be able to talk with me and the other devs to answer questions and stuff. And then I will encourage them to keep a document of some kind of their experience, any bugs that they notice, anything they write down. I'll have like an FAQ with common answers, known bugs, etc. that they don't need to report because we're already aware of them and we're fixing them. And then things to look out for, you know, like known potential issues, things that we don't know if they 100% work yet. Stuff like that. And then, yeah, just get their feedback that way. It would also be like encouraged to record their playthroughs as well. Like, stream them, record them offline, upload them somewhere, so we have, like, visual representation of what they're talking about, what they've seen, that kind of shit as well. You know, if they encounter a crash, what were they doing? How were they doing it? Like, a video is ideal for this kind of stuff. Like, what were the factors surrounding it? We'll make them play with like SCR log, so if any crash does happen, they have a log that they can upload. Like, we'll get as much information as possible. I think that's the best way to do it. Rather than like a form, because a form that they fill in is good for like surveying, but you can't really write your own thing on a form, right? It's usually just like yes or no kind of close-ended questions. Did you have a good time playing the mod? Like, I don't care whether you had a good time. I want to know, you know, what you enjoyed, what you didn't, what you think is stupid, what you think is good. You know, did you face any crashes? Did you face any bugs? What were they? Tell us everything. I don't want a survey. Yeah, I don't give a shit if you're having fun. I give a shit if your game's crashing. Otherwise, don't give a shit. At least ask if it was fun. I don't care. Like, it sounds harsh, but I legit don't care if you're having fun or not. It's not relevant to my research. It's not relevant to the testing. Like, you know, testers are runts. They are chimpanzees with a typewriter. I don't give a fuck if the chimpanzee on the typewriter is having fun. I give a shit if they write Shakespeare. That's all I care about. Did you disable replays? Yes. This is me pressing my F keys. Wait. That's me pressing F1, F2, and F3. They were stupidly unstable. Like, they would crash like half the time. So, yeah. Replays are not happening. Yo, Yusuf. Let's see if this little AI bug has been fixed. This took like 5 attempts to fix in testing. These guys were a real pain in the ass. Or just get out, get in, get out, get in the cutscene. Good. That's how they should act. But they were being proper assholes.
There is something I need to do first. Drive me to the apartments north of Melville Park.
Missed this one. Is this a soft lock? Interesting. I don't think I soft locked here the first time. See, this is what this testing is for. Oh yeah, this meme as well. I need to restart my game. For some reason, loading a save in a softlock state just fucks it and you have to restart the game. Okay. Do you always use DXWD when playing GTA? Yes. If I have the choice. Okay, let him walk.
Let me.
Then skip.
There is something I need to do first. Drive me to the apartments north of
No, I
Menlo
lost my
Park.
car. My car! Oh, bugger. How much to remove that ugly ass line under the weapon icon? What line? You having fun playing this mod? Sure.
Damn, let's get out of here. Drive me to my place.
I don't care. Fair play, I walked right into that one. That line? Yeah, I don't see what line you're talking about. Underneath the weapon icon. Oh, you mean like, right, I see. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I hope it triggers you all infinitely. Because I can ignore it and it won't bother me, because I didn't even know it was there until you pointed it out. I hope that really bothers you for the rest of eternity. Because I'll probably forget to even look at it again. Sorry. Feel free to do a community
I'll
patch.
give you some work.
Make sure to point this out in bug report. That's fine. It's good if you do, because then I'll actually have a written, you know, thing to remember to look at it, right? Whereas if you just tell me, I'm not going to come back into this chat and check if anybody reported anything. I wasn't even looking, my. Maybe the original mod uses splash screens to indicate that you're going to a different place. Like it uses the shoreside splash screen when the mission takes you to shoreside or something. I don't know. I literally don't pay attention to the splash screens at all. Like they don't compute in my head. Like I completely block them out of my, you know, my frontal lobe just doesn't connect with them at all. How's the remaster so far? It's going good. We're pretty close to release at this point. These will be sort of the final few builds. There's also this that we noticed like fairly recently is the when you get further away from the lights, look, they massively project. That's only been a thing in recent builds. I don't know what caused that to break, but that's something that we need to investigate. Only happens with some lights as well. It's weird, but they cause like a massive fucking boom effect when you're far away, and then when you get close, they go back to normal. Some kind of like LOD light issue, I don't know. Did you watch Last World semis? Last Worlds is in like last year? Or are you asking like yesterday? Oh, Shara, thank you. Yesterday's. Yeah, I watched the highlights on, I don't remember the name of that YouTube channel, but they post the highlights of every game. Good style. Style, I found a new softlock. Will there be an option to disable the on-foot orbit camera? On-foot orbit camera? I don't know what you mean. As in this? Like you want the old aiming back? Just delete classic axis from the folder. It won't be tested with that in mind though, so if things break, that's on you, but you're welcome to give it a go. Walking after a cutscene? Yeah, if you skip twins, you just walk into the wall trying to get into the Yakuza compound. If you skip before you reach the destination. Yo, Waterlord. Hope you're doing well too. Yo, Uriels. I don't know how I didn't find the twins thing last time though, Style, because I'm pretty sure I mash skipped the same last time as I did this time, but whatever. Put it on the list. Good Beowulf. Alright, we need to be over here. Foot down. Yeah, maybe Style. I think just a blanket clear would sort it, whatever it is, whatever the problem. Mod dev Loki cooked on our jobs. Bus driver, limo driver. Did you see Trash Collector, Super Blacklight? That is the actual goat. You gotta kill 60 criminals. And there's a mechanic where once you get to a certain kill count, you get a minimum wanted level. So for example, once you get to like 40 out of 60 kills, you cannot get a wanted level below 3. So you have permanent 3 stars. Pay and spray does nothing. And also, so there's like a randomizer of what weapons the enemies can get, and there's a fallback option of grenades. So, for example, if they try and get like a sniper rifle or a rocket launcher, it defaults them to grenades instead. So most of the enemies just grenade you to death. And you're in a Trash Master, which is really slow, with 3 stars just cooking you constantly. It is like completely unplayable. Yeah. We've deleted like 3/4 of that script, because it's just all garbage. Complete nonsense. After the first 5 targets, everything is random. Yeah, also that. So the targets that you can get, you could be like 59 out of 60 in, and you can just get one that's just unreachable on like the train platform or something. GG. Soft lock at any time, because fuck you. Just don't soft lock, lol. It's really that easy. Just don't soft lock. Just get lucky. Can you even upgrade your health, armor, and stamina? You can upgrade your stamina. In the original, it was a collectible reward, I think. Infinite stamina. And if you collect all the mystery boxes, you can become invincible. But that kind of ruins the whole mod, so, you know. It's not really a benefit, it's just a drawback. Yeah, if you collect all 10 mystery boxes, you become completely invincible. You become hole-proof, basically. Turn it louder. Can you turn it off even? What, like the invincibility? No. You're permanently locked to being invincible once you get them. Yeah, in terms of upgrading your health, like past 100, you've got like prostitutes maybe Armor past 100, I don't think you can do anything about. I don't think there's any way around that. What's the point of body caskets and terrorists? Terrorists, I think if you kill them all, you get the rhino to spawn in Phil's place. Body casts, I don't remember. Maybe just money, I don't know. There's so many collectibles in this, it's fucking hard to keep track, really. Infinite sprint? Yeah, I already said one of them gives you infinite sprint, but I don't remember which one it is. Use your ears, my. God. Nobody ever listens to me. Whee! Dude, I think that's the first time I've ever landed that. And I could even ditch it here so it blows up from the police car. I'm a fucking genius. Look at this optimization. Boom. Look at that. That literally perfect gameplay. I'm actually the fucking goat. Yo, filter. Did I finish continue Silent Hill 3? No, and I will never play that game, ever. That fucking piece of shit game. Never, ever. Actual wank game. Anyone who says that game is anything but dog shit is fucking obvious rage baiting. So obvious. And I'm not falling for it. Game is crap. Can't wait for my playthrough. Last time I played GTA 3 was in like 2003. We get it, man. You're old. Okay. We get it. The last time I played Grand Theft Auto was 25 years ago. Okay, old man. Back to your room. Why the hate on Silent Hill 3? What do you mean, why the hate? That game is under-hated. That game deserves way more hate. That game deserves way more hate than it gets. Does the general audience like that game? Yeah. They do. Why is it because the gameplay had a story? Go on eBen Archive and find a video of me rage quitting at Yusef. You'll see why. I've seen Silent Hill 3 speedruns, it doesn't even look like a fun speedrun. Isn't it like mega RNG? You just run, hope you don't get grabbed, and like all the boss fights and stuff are kind of random. I don't remember any actual RNG. I'm like almost certain that game has like a ton of RNG in it. Like whether monsters grab you, their AI patterns and stuff. Bosses having like random health. Wow, I'm pretty certain that's the case. I was considering learning Silent Hill 2. I don't think Silent Hill 2 is as bad. I mean, there's some RNG, but a lot of it is just hyper-optimized. Yeah, and that's why the RNG is so bad. Like, in a hyper-optimized game, RNG is way worse than in an unoptimized game, right? So that's why the speedrun is crap. In terms of randomness. Should take lessons from RE speedruns. Yeah, just fucking cheat. Just cheat and skip all the RNG. Classic Resident Evil speedruns. Is that an actual thing? Yes. Yeah. It not only is that a thing, Waterlord, like that's not even the worst thing that Resident Evil speedrunners do, right? So Resident Evil, I think it's like 3, the original game. It has like a locker where you can get a grenade launcher or something if you're lucky, and if you don't get it, it's a reset. So they just play with a mod in any percent that just always makes it so that always drops, right? But that's not even the worst thing by far. In Resident Evil, I think 7 and 8, they have a dedicated speedrun tool that gives you information that you can't get without mods. Like, modding out RNG isn't even the worst thing. They literally use cheats in their speedruns. Like, they use like a speedrun tool that tells them stuff like the boss's health and whatnot, so that they can make decisions based on the boss's health that you don't know unless you use that cheat. So if you speedrun like Resident Evil Village without that mod, you are at a disadvantage over everybody that mods the game. Because they know the boss's health and they can use less resources depending on the boss's health and stuff, and you don't know that. It is so embarrassing. The mod isn't a must. Of course it's not a must, but it basically is a must if you want to play at a high level. They at least have a different category? Nope. See, that wouldn't be a problem if there was a more optimized category. That wouldn't be an issue, right? Because the same with like BioShock Infinite, right? BioShock Infinite has like a big RNG point that made the game not fun. So then they changed it so that you have like 2 different categories, one with the mod and one without. So if you want to grind properly, you can. But if you want to have fun and make it consistent, then you use the mod category, right? Like Dark Souls has the same thing. Dark Souls has a weapon that you need to farm for like any % world records. And if you don't get it, you have to reset. And it sucks. So there's an any % category, there's an any % with the mod category that makes it so you always get the weapon. Like you can mod it in, right? But Resident Evil just makes it so you mod and it counts in any %. So if you want to play the game without mods, you can't compete. It is such a piss take. Like it's such an embarrassment to speedrunning. Like it is gross. And that's not to mention like all the in-game time abuse as well. Like IGT is a good idea, right? In some circumstances. But the amount of times that it can be abused and the amount of times it is abused is crazy. Like I remember there was a Resident Evil Village speedrun world record, right? And because this is perfectly legal in IGT runs, you can't do this in RTA, but you can do it in IGT, right? They got to the final boss of the game, they forgot the strategy, they paused their game, Googled a video on how to do the strategy, unpaused the game, lost no time because the in-game timer isn't running when you pause the game, right? So they spend 15 minutes Googling and looking at the strategy, and then they unpause the game, kill the boss with the strategy, and get world record. It's a fucking absolute piss take. Genuinely. Like, how the fuck can you allow that? It's ridiculous. That's what we call a legal pause. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I completely understand the idea of IGT, right? Because, you know, especially with newer games, you can get like really long loading times and you need a good PC to compete and stuff, and that isn't ideal. But IGT abuse, where you can pause the game and play optimally, like rather than getting into a shitty situation and having to work your way out with skill, you can just get out of a shitty situation by Googling it and then fucking going and just fixing all your mistakes. Not even on the fly, but by like pausing, Googling, and then resuming, is so daft. I can't get over how stupid that is. Genuinely. It's just embarrassing. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I could never take a speedrun like that seriously. Give David. Why loadless exists? Yeah, loadless is way better. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen like some of the Resident Evil leaderboards as well, but they are legit like fucking nauseating. Like if you go to like, I think it's the Resident Evil, is it the GameCube remake for RE1? Or is it regular RE1? I don't remember. It's one of them. Oh yeah, it's this, right? So if you look at this, right? You go onto like a Resident Evil leaderboard, yeah? Look at all the different fucking categories. So if, like, you can play as Jill or Chris, bad ending, good ending, no major glitches, no restriction, knife only. So if you go onto some of these people that have like RE world records, right? This one isn't as bad, I don't remember who it is. But some of them you can go on them and they have like 15 different world records in the game. Like look at this! In like category extensions. Look at all this crap. Like, oh yeah, I've got the world record in Lost in Nightmares DLC LRT co-op glitched amateur. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's so impossible to actually go through their fucking profiles because they have, look at this. This is all in RE. Like, look at this, the amount of categories that there are. It's fucking insane. I've never seen this many in my life. Like, how do you possibly compete on this kind of stuff? Like most normal games that you look at, they have like 1 or 2, right? But then Resident Evil has like fucking 90. It's crazy. And there's ones that are so much worse than that. Like that isn't even a bad example. Open RE4 remake. Let's have a look. Resident Evil 4 2023. Oh my god. Fucking Jesus fucking Christ, look at this. PC, PS5, PS4, one for each category, and with I don't remember what this is. Difficulty adjustment, I think. Full game, no bingo. The fuck is this? Like, how can you take any of this seriously? Like, look at all this crap. It's ridiculous. But I'm sure if you go on these profiles again, they'll have like a million different RE4. Look at that. Like, oh yeah, I've got like fucking 15 different world records. But they're all just the same fucking thing. Look at this. Oh, fucking based Vice City Remastered runner. Like, everyone has at least minimum like 10 fucking submissions for RE4 Remake. Look at this guy. Look at this. How many is this? Fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 individual fucking categories. Holy fuck. Check RE4. Like OG RE4. I don't know which one. Oh yeah, these are all fucking bad too. Why do you need a category for each individual platform? Like, is the run on Xbox One so different from Xbox Series X? Like, you can't convince me that these are worth separating. You just can't. You cannot convince me. Yeah, it's an absolute piss take. Like, the absolute fucking state of their leaderboards, man. It's mad. I've never seen anything like it. So yeah, that's why you don't go anywhere fucking near Resident Evil speedrunning. Not because of the games, but because of the fucking community. 17 million different categories. Half of them they use cheats in. Like, yeah, it's just fucked. Yo, Mr. Trucker Man. What game are you playing? I am playing the game in the title. Our runs are fun to watch, but my god, the leaderboards are a mess. Yeah. Like I say, it's not the games that are the problem. Like, the games have pretty decent speedruns. It's just the community geekery that ruins it, in my opinion. Like, Resident Evil Village has some cool ideas and some really cool skips, but then the community like bans certain skips because like they're not fun or whatever. It's like just so arbitrary. I shouldn't need a strategy guide to navigate the leaderboards for the run I want to see. Preach. Slay. I didn't know you played old GTA games. It's literally like all I'm known for. What do you mean? Run GTA 3 and you've sent no Mega Jack, no man dupes. Don't forget a 60 FPS and a 30 FPS category, Omega. And also, we'll mod in a difficulty so that we can have 4 different difficulty sliders. New game plus new game split. So you can have GTA 3, no dupes, no man dupes, no Mega Jacks, no major glitches, 30 FPS, easy difficulty. PC, of course, because you need to split all the platforms as well. Instead of just playing on the fastest one.
The mayor's limo has...
When will you do a live when you play GTA 5 again? Oh. Whenever I feel like playing that game again, I guess. I just played it for like 40 hours. So I've had my GTA 5 fix. I said, is like the SA leaderboards look any better? The SA leaderboards also look quite shit, but again, like, I would say that the whole third-party caps thing, as much as I don't like it and I've never played with third-party caps, I understand why it was done. Because the game would fucking die without it, basically. Like, nobody was running any SA any percent because of the bullshit required with the strat if you didn't use third-party caps. So I get it, right? Like, I understand. Like, sometimes solutions aren't the best, but it's better than nothing. Like, it's the least offensive solution, you know? Sometimes that happens. But you cannot justify the fucking, like, tool in Resident Evil that gives you all the extra information that just allows you to cheat your way through it. I've never seen any genuine explanation as to why the game needs that. Wasn't now any SA any percent is still dead. How is it still dead? Wasn't there a new world record like literally a few weeks ago? Like people are still pushing that category down. Maybe it's dead compared to like the heyday, but it, you know, I wouldn't call it dead right now. At least compared to what it was, where like all the top runners refused to play the game. Is a tool that shows you which ambulance you're going to get on intensive care? Yeah, like that's literally what the GTA equivalent would be. Yeah, I'll take this. Yeah, Omega, I mean, it's all relative, right? Like, when I say something is dead, I mean, like, when the whole original strat was found, like, all the top players were refusing to run it unless something changed. Like, that's what I would consider dead. Like, there is no chance of the record being broken because all of the players who can beat it are refusing to play the game. Like, that is as dead can be, right? If there is a 0% chance of the world record being beaten, I would consider the game dead. So as long as even if there's one person pushing the time down, I would still consider it alive. Maybe not, you know, super alive, but not dead, you know? That's how I define it personally, but everyone has their own definitions. Yo, Jack, thank you. I think you would get activity like this even within the old rules. I don't know, like, from someone who was there, I don't agree. Like, if you've got the best player at the time refusing to play the game, then I don't know. Like, maybe you would eventually, but there's a reason that the world record at the time with 25 FPS, it's still the world record now. Nobody's done it because everyone is playing with third-party caps. Like, surely if someone was going to do it, they would have gone back and done it with without external party caps if it wasn't that bad, right? But nobody runs it apart from Josh. Like, that category is fully dead. Like, one person is running it and that one person isn't pushing towards the world record, right? Like, that is as dead can be, really. Josh can get world record because of route changes. Can he, though? Like, what's his PB right now? Isn't he still, like, 20 minutes off? Like, I'm not throwing shade at Josh, but... world record is, like, 3:38, right? Is he even close to that? I don't think I've seen him on any run that's on pace for world record. He has the pace. I don't think I've ever seen him minus 20. I don't know where you're getting this from. Like, am I missing something? Like, I watch a fair amount of Josh streams in the morning, and I have never once seen him close. Does a Giga RTLS route? Yeah, I'm aware. I'm familiar with the RTLS route that he does. But what I'm saying is, whenever he gets RTLS, he's not on world record pace. He's not even close. Like that other run that died to Riot the other day, he was on like, you know, his pace was still way off world record. Last week was a sub 350 pace if he didn't fuck up Riot ×3. Yeah, which is nowhere near world record. 12 minutes off. Do you know how long 12 minutes is in a run? Yeah, like I think we're getting a bit miscommunication here. When you're saying he's doing it easily, it's very hard for me to believe when there's no proof of him doing it even once. Like, is he capable of beating a 338? Sure, but is he able to easily do it? If he was, he would have already done it by now. He's been playing the category for long enough. You know? That's the part that I was combating you on. Yeah, like 12 minutes away is, you know... I'm 12 minutes away from the world record in GTA 3, and that is a way shorter game. I wouldn't argue, you know, it's a way easier run as well, and I wouldn't argue I'm anywhere close to easily title contention, you know? Like, I would not consider me even close. If I can run the game for a couple of weeks every couple of years and be on world record pace easily, then it's pretty easily beatable. Yeah, but that's a different statement, right? Like, I don't disagree that the world record is easily beatable. Of course it is, like, as you say, because of the route changes, right? Like, 338 could probably go down way longer. Like, for example, if you know, a top-level runner, like Pitterette or Pape or whatever, just started doing exclusively, you know, attempts to beat the 338, they would be able to do it pretty easily. Like, the run is definitely easily beatable. My original point was that because that record has stood for so long, wasn't that it was that good, but because it's so easily beatable, and the fact that it stood for so long shows how dead that category is, right? That was my point. It must be dead, because it is very easily beatable, and nobody's gotten even close. The only person who is, you know, the closest to doing it is 10 minutes away. The only person who actively runs the category. So that is like as dead as a category could be. That was my original point. Yeah, sure, Omega, I agree. Like, people are going to move to the easier one because why wouldn't you, right? And it's also the one where everybody is, so why would you go to, you know, a worse option? Yeah, I agree there. But I'm sure you still see my point where, you know, think of how many people play SA, right? Like, it's still a fairly, you know, decently popular game. You would think that if, you know, there was such an easily beatable world record, someone would at least try and do it, right? Like, you don't even need to be the best of the best to beat that world record. If it's so easily beatable, it's right there in front of you. Fuck's sake. That's great. You will at least give it a go. I should just never take that jump. In the ambulance, it's just not a good idea. I need to restart the mission. Like, right at the end of the mission, why would you risk flipping there? Just come down here and stuff. Whatever. It's fine, I'm just testing the cutscene a second time, obviously. Don't know about third-party cat split lifting frame limiter rules should have been adopted by 3 and VC2. I agree, yeah. I've been fully on board with that for years, if not like a decade at this point, Super Blacklight. I 100% agree. I think as long as it's within the bounds of the game, you should be able to do whatever you want. And the only reason the frame limiter rule has existed is because Mike Uyama, who's never done a GTA speedrun in his life, said so 15 years ago. Like, what a stupid thing for a rule that is. Like, imagine today if someone who has never done a GTA speedrun comes in and just starts setting rules and we all just go, oh yes. Yes, of course. Like, why does Mike Uyama dictate what we do 10 years later? It's ridiculous. But every time we've polled it, it was always the opposite. People want the rule. And, you know, if 80% of the community wants it, you can't just go, oh no, you're all wrong. It has to be a community decision. And sadly, the majority don't agree. So, you know, feel free to campaign and get everybody else on board. But, you know, just because I agree doesn't mean I can just tyrant my way through it.
You're going too deep.
Yo, Nixie. We're testing the final build before it goes out to the beta testers. So basically, we're just making sure this build is fully playable start to finish with all the new fixes in. And then it'll get sent over towards the beta testers. And they'll hopefully not break it too much before a public release. That's the idea of today. Am I trying to beat this GTA? Yes. That is the plan. Ree. I'm gonna write that one down as well because that one does my head in. Stadium 1. I'm planning to make it public around Christmas time in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. Mr. Truckerman. How's my day going? Fine. Can't complain. My gym is moving its class schedule around again. I hate it when they do this. They're doing it starting today. And it fucking does my head in because the classes are always like real chaotic because half of the people don't know the new schedule. Half of the people come at the wrong time. So you can never like predict how big or small the class is going to be. You never get like efficient training in because half of the people aren't fucking there. And, you know, I don't know why they can't just keep a schedule that everyone's happy with, but they move it like every 3 months. It fucking does my head in. Have you ever played Fortnite? No, I'm an adult. Oh, there's a cheater at the back there. I'll yoink that. You're lazy. Oh. I think we do Steamboat now. Boat. You know The Simpsons? No, what's that? TV show? Oh, like one of the most popular TV shows of all time? No, never heard of it. Yeah? Oh, cool. What the hell is a Simpsons? That's what I'm saying. What is the most famous TV show of all time? I'm trying to think of a bigger TV show than The Simpsons. In you know, that's still going to this day in terms of like, you know, what everyone's heard of. Like surely The Simpsons is bigger, right? Breaking Bad? There's no way The Simpsons is less well known than Breaking Bad. Like they're both obviously very high up, but The Simpsons has been going for like fucking 35 million seasons. Like I'm pretty sure if you were to given most people's list, they would put The Simpsons on like the most famous TV show of all time. So asking me if I've ever heard of it is quite a funny question. I don't think there are many people that have not heard of The Simpsons. Doctor Who? Not even close. Has The Simpsons been relevant in any way in the past 15 years? That's not the point, though. Like, I understand what you mean. Like, oh, The Simpsons is shit now, so who cares? But the fact that it's still ongoing means that more and more people are hearing of it, right? Like, the best way to not have your TV show, you know, the best way to have your TV show still be a household name is to have it still airing new seasons, right? It's like new kids that come out are still watching The Simpsons, right? Whereas Breaking Bad is done with, it's going to become less relevant over the years. Whether it's, you know, better or not is not really the point of this conversation. The point is that, you know, if you keep bringing out more and more Breaking Bad seasons, it would continue to be known about by generations to come. And that's why The Simpsons is so big. Because it was so massive in the 90s and early 2000s and it's still going today. Whether it's shit or not doesn't matter. You know, you've got like 4 different generations that know The Simpsons. There's very, very little TV shows that you could say the same thing about. Not sure about outside the US, but arguably Monday Night Raw. Again, not even close compared to The Simpsons. I do agree with you that it'd be pretty high up, like surprisingly though, because Raw has been going on since what, the 90s, and that still goes on every week. But yeah, like compared to something like The Simpsons, still not even close. Wrestling is somewhat more niche, exactly. You only know about Raw if you're a wrestling fan. Same with people saying like Match of the Day. You only feel with Match of the Day if you're a football fan. Whereas The Simpsons, you don't have to be an anything fan of a sport to know what it is. It's well transcended its niche. But if you don't watch football, you'll have no clue what match of the day is, most likely. If you don't watch wrestling, you'll have no clue what Raw is. Go Sam Squanch. Paint spray. I mean, Game of Thrones was huge and well known. Yeah, for like 5 years. And then ever since then, it's disappeared off the face of the earth. Simpsons never did. So SmackDown is relatively more well-known outside of wrestling due to the popularity of the PS2 games. Sure, but again, you have to be into gaming, which as soon as you go into any kind of niche, you've already lost. You know? If you have to have anything like that, it's over. I'll just take the blister. St. Blister, what the hell? Yes, it is. What do you mean?
The V.
With the bottom right, it clearly says Blister right there. I don't make the rules. Kind of want a hot chockey. Whenever I play this mod, it makes me want to get a hot chockey. I'm just so cozy right now. Yeah, my comfy winter mod with a nice hot chocolate.
Has the security for the World Finals been arranged?
Fuck this cutscene. This cutscene is still fucked. It's legit impossible to fix. I give up. That cutscene has also had like 4 iterations to try and fix it. And it still just breaks. Why are you able to break it? But I'm not. Don't know. It's just a talent of mine. Really good at breaking shit. I want to go and stick the kettle on. I'll be back in a sec.
Hey, I'm Joey.
Yo, Pappy.
Whatever, motherfucker. You don't scare me.
Alright guys, don't freak out, but my hot chockey is on the way. Do you boil your milk? Milk? I've had hot chocolates with boiled milk before. But for just quick ones, no I don't.
「 Hey, I'm Joey.
Yo, Pappy.
「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey. 」 Yo, Pappy. 「 Hey, I'm Joey.
Bro, DoorDashes his hot chocolate. What do you mean? I put the kettle on all by myself. I'm a big boy. Alright. BLB.
Damn Colombians. They've stolen some of our product.
Surely we can get it back.
They're guarding it in a nearby compound. Kill everyone you get the product back before we run out of stock to give to the dealers.
Hockey acquired. Boom. I also need a Wii, so I'm gonna go for a Wii. BLB. Oh. Alright. I had a shit day, so this stream is a saving grace. Come on, our smart lad. Pour yourself a hot chockey with the fucking boys. We're all getting cozy. Tea with or without milk. I'm not a big tea guy, but most people have it with milk. Yeah. Tea with milk, are you serious? Yeah. In the UK, it is, most people will drink it with milk. If someone asks you for a cup of tea here by default, and you know, you're just making them like a generic cup of tea, you would put the tea bag in, right? Put some sugar or sweetener in, or whatever. And then fill it up with hot water and then put a splash of milk in the top and mix it in. Add hazelnut flavor syrup to mine, goddamn. Adam, you're such a fucking Starbucks bitch, you know? Like, you know those memes where people go to like their Starbucks order and it's like oat milk, caramel syrup times 27, vanilla puree times 10. You know, it's just like nothing but sugar and syrup rather than actual coffee. That's legit you. It's fucking funny. In Poland, it's unbelievably horrible. Well, it depends what type of tea you have, right? Like, British tea is very different, I imagine, to most other countries. Like, there are probably some types of tea that it would be, like, blasphemous to put milk in. But UK tea, it's normal. I don't know. So I'm not a big tea guy, so I can't defend it because I don't know why we do it. It's just I'm just telling you what people do here. Like if a British old lady asked you for a cup of tea, right, and you put the tea bag in and you pour it up with hot water and you don't put any milk in, she'll look at you like, what the fuck? Like that's very much not normal. Like she would assume that you've forgotten the milk. She wouldn't assume that you deliberately didn't put it in. She would assume that you forgot it, and she would go like, "Oh, it's okay, Sonny. I'll get the milk. You forgetful little shit."
I deactivated the bomb. You're safe now.
Oh God, thank you. Can you take me home? I'm too scared to go alone.
I'm back, not hot chocolate, but I've made a Milo instead. What is a Milo, Housemark? What does that mean? Ugh. Milo is Aussie hot chocolate. Is it the same, but it's just called something different, or what? In Poland, it's unimaginable that people would make tea with milk. How does it taste even good? I'm saying, I don't know. I don't know. I don't drink tea. Go and ask someone who actually drinks tea. It's a crappy hot chocolate. Well, a crappy hot chocolate is better than no hot chocolate, okay?
I am, yes. Thank you once again. I owe you my life. God bless you.
I need to get hot chocolate. I'd get Nesquik, but it's expensive. Dude, fuck Nesquik. Are you kidding? Nesquik. I need to go and do this other mission. Shouldn't you, like, avoid Nesquik with the plague because they're, like, a proper fucking cunty company? Yeah. Like, aren't they, like, child labor exploiters? And I know a lot of companies are child labor exploiters, but they're like bad. Like, you know, worse than normal level of child slavery exploiters. Go ice cubed. You an oh boy enjoyer? No clue what that is. There's gonna be some meme like, oh boy, you're ugly or something. What's oh boy? Oh boy, more like, oh boy, this stream sucks. Am I right? Some certain Nestle is on record saying it doesn't believe free access to water is a human right. Piece of shit company. Yeah, that sounds about right. I can't remember exactly what, but I remember Nestle being a company that you should very much avoid. Oh boy, I made like hot chocolate too. The one that I have is Galaxy hot chocolate. The Cadbury Dairy Milk one is also very good. But the Galaxy one is my favorite. In terms of like, you know, instant hot chocolates. Like ones that you can just quickly make with boiling water and a bit of milk. There are some better ones that require actual, you know, putting together, but for a quick one, for a quick brew. Galaxy makes hot chocolate. Yeah, all the chocolate brands. You can get like Mars hot chocolate, Galaxy hot chocolate, Cadbury's, like all of them make some kind of hot chocolate. And it's just powder, like put the powder in, hot water, milk, bang. So nothing glamorous, but for a brew that you can make in 30 seconds, they're pretty good. Oh yeah, this is still a thing as well. For some reason in this mission only, the targets are really big and they get smaller. I don't know why this is a thing. But like coffee? No, coffee is disgusting. Like I can understand tea, but coffee is fucking gross. Like I've tried all different types of coffee. Like regular black coffee, the like Starbucks sugary coffees that aren't even really coffees but people pretend that they are. You know, like iced coffees, fucking everything. It all just tastes like absolute shit. I don't understand how people drink it. It's fucking gross. I just made a cup of coffee. I don't know, man. Maybe American coffee is something else, but at least here, in the UK, it is all shit. It all is just horrendous. I drink it mainly to stay awake. But that's also a thing, right? Like, for me personally, energy drinks and coffee and any other sort of caffeinated stuff I don't care about because I don't need them to function. Like, I don't feel like, you know, a coffee would make me any more awake than I already am. So I don't see the point. Whereas some people, they drink energy drinks like a can of Monster, right? And they know it tastes like shit. They don't like the taste of it. But the caffeine benefits them. Whereas to me, it just doesn't affect me at all. Like I've tried having a can of Monster. It tastes like shit. And it just doesn't make me feel any more awake. It doesn't make me feel more on point. You know, it doesn't actually help me at all. So that's why I don't bother with any of it. Like, it doesn't taste good and it doesn't help me, so... I don't know. I used to hate coffee till I went to uni and now I love it. Yeah, a lot of people, yeah, same as what Post is saying. It seems to be like an acquired taste. Like, everyone starts off hating coffee. And then for some reason, something switches eventually and you kind of grow into it or you acquire the taste. Like, I don't know. It's just never been for me. I've never ever been like, oh, I really want a coffee. It's always, no, I really don't want a coffee. I don't want to taste this. Like the amount of times that people have had a coffee and are like, oh, just taste this, and it's fucking always gross. I haven't acquired whatever that taste bud, you know, requirement is. I just don't have it. It doesn't taste good. I like the taste, felt gross when I was younger, but it's like beer, I hated it when I was 12. See, that's the thing as well, like... Joe, you good? I think I managed to... So I think because of the van parking, it tried to put Joey here, but the van is there. So I think he's stuck. I can't move. Unlucky. Luckily I saved literally 11 seconds ago. Oh, this meme again. Yeah, I don't know why this always happens. See what I mean? I'm proving it to you now. Whenever you get soft locked and you try and load the game, it crashes. I don't know why. But then you boot up the game normally and you're fine. You just load the save again, it works. I don't know why that happens. Yeah, for some reason the van there. Buy properties. Look into that. There we go. Weird. But yeah, as I was gonna say, I have the same thing with beer. Like exactly the same thing. Like lager, I don't like the taste of. I never have, and I've never acquired that taste. Like lager is just disgusting. I don't know how people drink it. But that doesn't mean I don't like any alcohol. I like whiskeys, you know, like rum and stuff like that. Like certain craft ales and stuff I don't mind the taste of. Ciders. But specifically lager, which is like something that becomes an acquired taste. It's just gross, and it's never become not gross to me. Tastes better when you're an alcoholic. Sure, yeah, I guess. I like beer mixed with cola. You what? That is gross. I worked with an 18-year-old that drank 2.5 liters of Monster a day. I don't know how he's alive. Yeah, his heart is going to stop by the time he hits 30. Absolutely. Like, you might as well. He's 18 now. Osmok, you might as well start saying your goodbyes now, because he's going to die very soon. You may as well just write him a goodbye card now. Whatever job he's in, and wish him well. Yeah, like that is like unbelievably dangerous. Yeah, I've never understood lager. It's always been disgusting to me. When I was a teenager and I tried it for the first time, it was disgusting. Now I'm almost 30, I try it, it's still disgusting. It tastes exactly the same. Anyways, real ones just drink water. Have you seen that meme, Monster Man, where it's like fucking water drinkers when they haven't told you in like an hour and they start like freaking out? Nobody knows here that I only drink water and they start like fucking sweating. Is that you? Yeah, I drink water, please. I'll just have a water. Yeah, water. Yeah, I only drink water. Monster, I'll have a water. Mom used to buy me a Red Bull when I was like 12. That's not good. No, it's fine. We have 12-year-olds all the time drinking fucking Prime Energy now, don't we, Aralost? Yeah. Like, you were a trendsetter. Your mum was a trendsetter. Like, it's normal for kids to drink addictive caffeinated substances that taste like shit now. It's normal. I might have an addiction to Dr. Pepper, but I'm working on that. How much Dr. Pepper do you drink on a daily basis, Curix? If you wish to... Obviously, if you don't want to say, you don't have to say. But I'm curious. Because some people say they have an addiction, and they'll have, like, one a week. And it's like, bro, it's not an addiction. Like, one a week is fine. And some people are like, yeah, I just drink Dr. Pepper occasionally, like 3 or 4 a day. I'm like, that's not occasionally at that point. 3 or 4 a day is pretty much, you know, pretty much addicted, I would say. Used to be like 2 liters every few days. 2 liters every few days, fucking hell. And you've got that down to a certain amount, I guess. Well, good for you if that's what it used to be and you've moved it down. Get a smaller bottle every now and again. Good for you. Because yeah, like, you know, Dr. Pepper addiction, you know, having a lot of Dr. Pepper, it's certainly not nearly as bad as having a gambling addiction or a, you know, a fucking smoking addiction or anything like that, right? Like, it's not nearly that bad for you, but it's still something that you should, you know, keep an eye on and try and moderate. So good for you for cutting down. Did I taste glögg when I lived in Sweden? I don't know what glögg is. I had julmust. That was the Christmas drink that I knew about. I've never heard of glögg. Glögg just sounds like, you know when people are taking the piss out of Swedish? And they add like all the random words that sound like really fucking stupid. That's what glögg sounds like. Swedish people will be like, ja, jag älskar glögg. It does sound like a Futurama thing. Yeah, it does. It sounds like a dystopian drink. Drink your glögg. Yum, yum. I've never had it. Me when I'm drinking water, it sounds like glug glug glug. Yeah, I drink water, by the way, guys. Monster Man, when he hasn't told anyone he drinks water in 25 seconds. Yeah, when I'm drinking my water, by the way, because I only drink water, by the way. I use Arc water, by the way. I put mint in my water, by the way, guys. Just so you all know. Minty water is so much better than Arc water, actually. So. Yeah, I drink water, by the way, guys. Just so you all know. Oh, Galaxy, you've done it again, you son of a bitch. Damn, this mod looks good. Thank you, paid actor. It's very kind of you. I'll definitely be playing this when you release it. You fucking better do. Otherwise, we're gonna have a problem. You all better play this. I want like proof. I want screenshots of the ending with timestamps of you all playing this. And if you don't, then we're gonna have a real big fucking problem. With ID? Yeah, of course, yeah. Just open a new leaderboard. Unironically, I do want to do a speedrun competition, maybe with like a bounty, like 100 quid prize to whoever does the best speedrun. But I'm not going to do it on release, because that would encourage people to ruin their first playthroughs. Maybe, you know, in 2026 at some point, I would do like a speedrun competition. I think that would be really cool. And it's also people just optimizing my mod for me, right? Like, I have a basic route. But if I pay people and incentivize them to optimize it, then they'll figure out strategies to make it even better. Problem solved. I can't be asked to come up with a better route, so I'll just pay other people to do it. Time to buy Audacity Premium so I can splice good times together. Sadly, Monster Man, people are so stupidly good at GTA nowadays that with all due respect, even if you spent a month cheating, you would not win. Like, it is not good enough to be decent at the game and cheat. You would have to be really good and also cheat to stand a chance. Like, that's how good people are at this game. Like, if I started splicing my GTA runs, even I wouldn't be able to get world record. I would be losing to legitimate players. Because the skill gap is way too big and cheating doesn't make it any better. My summer best is horrible. Yeah, even if I played my best segment in No SSU and spliced them together, it still would be like a minute off world record, if not more. Like, the skill gap is huge. So splicing wouldn't even help you. You would still lose. Ooh. So yeah, like, I'm not really concerned about people cheating for a bounty, because the only people that would have any chance of winning are people who are already legit players who wouldn't cheat. Because why would they risk their reputation, right? And if they do, then fucking whatever, there's not a lot you can do about it. But if some random came out of nowhere and just suddenly started beating all the best GTA 3 players, you would know that something's up, right? But that is very unlikely to happen, as I say, because you can't just cheat and get good at this game. You have to do both. Kind of like Unnamed, the anomaly. But that's the thing, is like, Unnamed wasn't really an anomaly. He came out of nowhere doing the whole Oko challenge thing, but that isn't the same as speedrunning. And then when he came out of nowhere from his speedruns, he was known from the Oko stuff, so you didn't come out of nowhere, you know? He was obviously a really skilled player and played a lot offline. So it wouldn't be the same as someone who legitimately goes from nobody to being the best player in the world. Like, Unnamed was somebody before he started speedrunning attempts. He was always good at the game and people knew it. As much as people wanted to accuse him of all sorts, he was good. He was just playing at a high level outside of speedrunning. You know? It's hard to compare it. Yeah, people who are good too cheat sometimes, yeah. That's always going to be a thing, but, you know, you can't control that. Oh yeah, I forgot about this new mission as well. We rewrote this new mission a little bit. So that when this guy's car gets damaged, aka you crash into it, he flees rather than just ignoring you. So it makes the mission a bit easier, and it makes it a bit less clunky. Because the taxi driver actually reacts to you now. Whereas before, you would have to, like, crush him into a corner, and if you shot at him, he would just ignore you, even if he was on fire. It was, like, super busted. But now I've redone this mission a bit. So it's way less clunky. We're almost at the point where you're going to see the biggest change in this patch. Which I'm sure people will rejoice about. I certainly do. We're not quite there yet.
Our contact...
Yo, Mystery Mania, man. Gun. Oh! That's what I get for not having my gun pre-selected. Now, don't get me started on the unnamed Dark Viper drama. I'll get triggered again. Reminder that the analysis of that drama is my most famous YouTube video ever. It has like 600,000 views, and I never made any money from it. Reminder. Like the worst fumble of my career. Because it was an educational video, I didn't monetize it, stupidly. Because I never thought it would go that big, because it was just, I thought it was going to be a community thing. And the one time I get 500,000 views on a video, I've never had that many views on a video before or since. 600,000 views, thousands of dollars just set on fire. Never put any ads on the fucking video. Literally just set fire to like 5 grand that I never got. All I had to do was click one button. Thousands? Yeah. Thousands. Literally thousands. That's an interesting crash. Uh-oh. I wonder why this mission would crash out of all of them. No worries, Speed. I'll let you off this once. Yeah, that's the most, like... That's the most fucking sad part of all of that. My most viewed video. Why does this mission crash? Have we even changed this in the last build? Time to do a bit of investigating. Let me check the repo. I don't remember us even changing this. Source, SCM, missions. What number is kidnapped? Ah, it has been changed. The ammunition guy bug was fixed. Let's see if we can spot anything out of the ordinary. Yeah, what was fixed, but may have broken the mission as well at the same time. See, this is why we do this playthrough before we give it to the beta testers. Otherwise, they would get stuck here. Incorrect ped model for Leo. Let's see the change in. Fixed various, yeah, here it is. Kidnapped was changed. You're not loading in the right model? That would be my guess, yeah. Yeah, Kenji 2 is only called for... I think I've seen the problem. I think Style has changed it so Kenji 2 is only called later on in the mission, but it's not called for the cutscene. So I think it tries to load the model, it can't, and it crashes immediately. Let me have a look. What number is kidnapped? What mission number? 29. That's the GXT. Script. Special actor 4. No, it is loaded. I swear it wasn't in the thing though. Lines 25 and 38. Yeah, it's still there in the code. Oh, have I? Wait, hold on. I haven't pulled the new changes, I think. Yeah, 9 commits pending. Of course, Ben, you need to pull the fucking changes before you can view them on your PC. Okay, here we go. New version of the script. I was looking at the old one. Special actor 4. Yeah, so now special actor 4, Kenji 2, which I'm pretty sure is... what's it called? Kenji 2 is... What's his name? Daigo. Daigo's thing now isn't loaded until after the cutscene. So you get into the cutscene, his model isn't loaded, the game crashes. Yeah. So if I just undo these changes, it should fix this mission for now. I don't know if I can undo just one part of a commit. Any GitHub knowers? Like, Style has committed like 6 different missions with all the changes in, and only one of them is broken. Can I just undo that? Or should I just... I don't know the best way on how to put that into a script. I should have kept a copy of the old version. Do a new commit with the fix. But that would involve having to, like... I don't have the old code, right? Because I've just overwritten it with the new code, downloading it to my PC, is what I mean. So is there a way to just undo that one particular part of a commit, or can I only just undo the entire commit? Because I can undo the entire one, but it'll get rid of all the fixes of 7 different missions. Did we crash? Yeah, on Kidnap Style, you've moved Daigo's model being loaded until after the cutscene. So you start the cutscene and immediately crash. Because his model isn't loaded for the cutscene. So I'm just wondering if I can undo just the kidnapped part of that commit, or if I have to undo the whole commit. Like, I don't use GitHub enough to know the answer. Because you've committed all 7 missions in the same commit, right? And I don't want to undo all of them, because 6 missions are fixed, one of them is broken. So I don't know if I can... I don't know if I can just undo the one or not. What I meant was, why would you undo anything? Why would you not make a commit where you fix it? Yeah, and I answered that question, Speed. You asked the question, I answered it.
Who's Joe?
ICQ just resubscribed for 10 months.
UIS Cube, thank you for the 10 months. Welcome back. Yeah, I answered your question. If I could just hit Control Z and commit it, I would do it, right? But I can't, because the file that I have, there's no changes done to that file, right? Like, Style wrote the fix. I'm not blaming him, right? Mistakes happen. But on my version of the script, I've just downloaded that fresh from GitHub, yeah? I've just cloned it, right, onto my PC. So my version in VS Code, I can't undo it because I didn't do the change, right? Like, if I press Control Z on this script, nothing happens because there's no previous iterations. So the only way that I would be able to fix it on my end, unless I can undo this commit, is by manually writing the old code in or getting it from somewhere. But I don't have a version of the old script anymore that I can think of, right? That's the problem. So the easiest way would be to undo that commit. But what I'm asking is, can I just undo one file of the commit, or do I have to undo the whole thing? Because if I undo the whole thing, all 7 missions will be fucked. Like, they'll still work, but they will be buggy, right? Yeah. Like, I probably could go through and find an old version in the in the commits. Like, if I just go through the commits, I could probably find the latest version. But I thought surely GitHub would have a way to just undo one part, but I guess not. At least nobody seems to have a way to do it. But if I go to all the commits, I could probably find a version of Kidnapped, like the latest version of Kidnapped that doesn't include this newest fix, and I could just put that in. That would surely work, right? Rather than having to rewrite the script again. If you had the repo with the changelog, you could do git reset softhead 1, which will remove the old commit without discarding the changes. Don't quite understand why the game crashes. Honestly, code looks fine. Are you sure? It looks pretty clear cut to me. You don't load Special Actor 4, which is Daigo, until after the cutscene, right? Or am I misunderstanding your code? Like to me, Special Actor 4 is only mentioned on line 241, which is after the cutscene. Unless you're using some kind of like jump in and out that I don't see. Loading him during the fade where the cutscene starts. Unless his script is just fucking backwards or something. Hold on. Let me have a look at the GXT to make sure. Mission 29 Dialogue 2 is when the cutscene starts. I don't see it. I mean, I'll show it on my screen just to make sure we're all on the same page, right? So this is the mission script, yeah? So Mission 29 Dialogue 2, this is the first line of the cutscene, yeah? So here, this is the first line of where the cutscene plays, yeah? So you've got, this is where the, you know, all the logic for the cutscene takes place, right? And then this is where it spawns in all the enemies and blah, blah, blah. So this is like as the cutscene fades out, right? And then Special Actor 4 is only loaded here. Yeah. Right? Like, I feel like we're all on the same page here, right? Like, the cutscene is up here, yeah? The model needs to be loaded in here. This is where all the checks are, right? If Special Actor 4 is not here, and you get to this point, bang. Immediate mission crash, yeah? Immediate crash. So this being loaded in here is too late. Like, this is on Dialogue 4, which is the ending cutscene. Yeah, I think we've just misunderstood which cutscene is the right one, because this is the ending bit. So the ending cutscene will work, but it needs to be loaded in for the starting cutscene as well. But yeah, this is the end. There we go. That's where we've gone wrong. Alright, I'm gonna go and wash up my mug. I'll be back in a sec. Oh, that was a good hot shocky. Alright, I'm back. I'll send you a new SCM via Discord. Oh boy. Will it break saves? Is the playthrough over? That's the real question. Let's have a look, see. Data, yes. Let's see. Is the playthrough over? Oh, that's unlucky. There's a lot of Clio crashes. Yep, GG. Well, rip 2.5 hours. Unlucky. We can still test if the mission works though, thankfully, because we have a mission loader built in. 2 lines of code. It's always how it is, right? We'll just double check just to be certain. Yeah, it's fucked. Well, no matter. Mission loader will come to the rescue. But it does mean that we have to do another playthrough tomorrow. But this is why, see, I'm always one step ahead. If we didn't test this, and we just assumed that it was all good, because it was only minor fixes to the cutscenes, and we sent it to the testers, every single one of them would have been bricked. This is why you've got to test, even if it seems mundane. What is the command for the mission loader? Tab and space. And it's mission 2029. Mission 29. We can at least see if it crashes still, or if it works. Okay, there we go, it works. So the mission works, thankfully. So we've got that sorted. There we go. It still works. We'll fully test it just to be sure. But yeah, the problem with using the mission loader for testing in terms of the playthrough is that when I beat this mission, it won't unlock the next mission, and so on and so forth. Like, I'll just go back to being done on mission 1. Because of the way the progression works, it's all, like, iterative. Like, you've got to do, you know, all the previous missions, not just kidnap to unlock the next set. It's all very non-linear. Like, the mission progression is really specific, so you can't test with the mission loader unless you're just testing one mission. Guns. Guns, 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 guns. Tortoise. Tortoise. Kidnap mission, now kidnap your whole save game. Yeah, unlucky. But if that's the worst we've got, and it's a quick fix, then we should be good to do a full playthrough tomorrow. All of us here in chat today have successfully tested this mod. There you go. I'm sure all of you spotted the issue before I did, right? Because you're all fucking 10 million IQ. Like, the second I open up VS Code, you're all like, yep. I know what the problem is. I'll put you all in the credits. Reminds me that VIP in Next Gen was a one-line fix. Yeah, it's always how it is. Let us say, some of the missions, we scrapped like 1,000 lines of code and they're fine, but we change one line in one mission and the whole fucking mission dies. It's fucked. You're broke as fuck now? What do you mean, dude? I just did this. This is a sick trick. Saw the problem, just didn't want a backseat. Yeah, me too, me too. Also me the second I found the problem. I've got the problem! I found it! Look at me, look at how smart I am. I'm still pretty proud about success rate and doing big changes. Bro, I'm proud. This might sound like mega dick sucking, but I don't care. I'm sucking my own dick. I am proud that in like a year, I have gone from not being able to know absolute fuck all about code to be able to open up a code, and I'm 3 for 3 right now. If my game crashes in this, it's happened 3 times in testing, I've been able to open up and find the issue just by looking at it.
Don't be afraid. I'm here to rescue
That is a flex. I am proud of that, and I don't care if you call it fucking self-glazing. I am glazing myself. I would say that proves that my ability has come a long way. That I've been able to look at somebody else's code and go, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You've done it again. 3 for 3. It's good because otherwise people will think I'm a fraud. Right? You know, if I load it up and I look at it and I'm like, oh, I don't know what the problem is. I need to wait for Daddy Style to fix it. Then everyone will be like, Eben's a fraud. He didn't write any of this. He doesn't know anything about GTA coding. He's just got Style to do it all for him. But that's not true, okay? Style only did like 85% of the work. Like a true CEO, I did just enough work to make it look like I'm involved, and then let everybody else do the rest. But I didn't let everybody do the rest and all of it, because that would make me a bad CEO. Because then I'd have no ground to stand on when people call me out for it. It's genius when you think about it. Elon would be proud. Exactly. I've got the Elon mindset. Delegation is key. It is. Let's reiterate that last phrase. I'm just like Elon for real. Apart from I'm not rich and I'm not ugly. Well, I am a bit ugly, but I'm way more attracted than Elon. You know, like if we're talking scales, I look like fucking. He's like a really objectively attractive man. I don't know who are like really hot guys nowadays. All the ones I'm thinking of are too old, like Baywatch people. Who is like a hot dude nowadays? Hugh Jackman? Isn't he kind of old though now? No, I do agree. He is kind of hot. There you go. Elon makes me... No. Yeah. Elon makes me look like Hugh Jackman. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah. Yeah. You could pass for Kratos from God of War? I think I need a bit more of a six-pack before I can pass for a god. But I appreciate it. Henry Cavill. Who the fuck is Henry Cavill? Henry Cavill. I might recognize his face when I see him. Oh, he's Superman. Yeah. Yeah, he is a very good-looking guy. He is a great example of a hot dude. I agree. He played in The Witcher as Geralt? Wait, really? Henry Cavill? He's Geralt? I thought Geralt was a completely different actor. Oh no, because the first one quit, right? Yeah, and then Liam Hemsworth took over. Yeah. I don't remember which way it is, but one of them quit. And one of them took over. I don't know. Yeah, Cavill quit and now... What's his face took over? Yeah, Hemsworth. Yeah, okay. I didn't put two and two together there. I remember it was Super... I look at him and I see Superman. He was a nerd and wanted to make an accurate adaptation, so quit when that wasn't happening. That's actually fucking based from him, is it not? Like getting a big role like the Witcher Netflix series, you're the main character, and then when they want to go away from the source material, but you're a big geek and you love the books, you quit? That's like actually so fucking based of him. What a king. He's making the Warhammer movie. What a geek. What a sexy geek. Right. Anyway, I suppose that does me for today. Prematurely. But, yeah, we'll do another run through tomorrow. What day is it tomorrow? Yeah, Tuesday. I can do tomorrow. We'll do another run through tomorrow. And hopefully not run into any more problems. Might happen. You know how it is. And then, yeah, if tomorrow's playthrough is good, then we send it to the the testers. But before then, I'll probably do a run through with the cutscenes, probably offline. Maybe I'll stream it. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Who is live? Who is live? Super Sleepy is live, and he's playing GTA. Fucking perfect. From one GTA beast to another. Well, I won't call myself a GTA beast after today's performance. Yeah, go and say hi to Sleepy. Wish him the best of luck. He's doing a PS2 retro achievements. What a king. See you all tomorrow, and we'll do hopefully a full playthrough of this. Bye. Get a hot chocolate on me, okay? Bye. Mwah.